Just as things were starting to look good for us, this happens. Yo guys, my name is Mohau and this is Blue Footy TV. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for all of you guys who have watched the videos I've dropped already on this channel, and thank you for the subscribers who have already subscribed. We're almost at 50 subscribers. Please, let's get it over 50 subscribers so that our next target can be 100 subscribers. But with that said, let's get into Chelsea news. Man, this team can never catch a break. I'm sure all of you know by now, those of you who are on Twitter, those of you who watch football YouTube. Reece James, after the game against AC Milan in the Champions League earlier this week, walked off the pitch with an apparent knock to his knee. After the game, Graham Potter in his press conference said that it doesn't seem like it's serious and that they were going to do like more tests and we would know like the full extent of his injury within the next 24 hours. 24 hours later, it seemed like all things were good. He was injured, but it didn't seem like it was a bad injury. It was possibly going to keep him out for a maximum of 10 days. So we moved on from it thinking that, okay, for the next game, we won't have Reece James, but he would possibly be back for the Man United game, which is next week. Well, today it was revealed that actually his injury is worse than first expected and that he will now need to probably undergo surgery on his knee for that injury. Apparently he has torn some ligaments within his knee. And yeah, you know, whenever they say a player has the option of going for surgery, you know that it's serious. But it's a big blow, man. It's a big blow for Chelsea considering how good he has been this season. Even when our form was bad, Reece James was the number one consistent player in the squad who was constantly contributing to our attack, constantly contributing to our goals, assists, defense. For me, he's the first name on the team sheet. Every week, he's literally the first name on the team sheet. He's a very pivotal player for us. And last season proves why, because the moment he and Ben Chilwell got injured last season, that sidetracked the rest of our season. So the fact that we're basically reliving that now is just so disheartening. It's crazy to think that he's going to be out for a long time. I mean, surgery has recovery time and then he has to come back and, you know, work on his fitness and match sharpness and then come back. So it's possible that he's even gonna miss the whole World Cup. He won't even get to play for England, let alone Chelsea leading up to the World Cup. It's a massive blow. And what is this luck that this team has? Just when things start to look good, we lose a key player in our team. In other news, because anyway, I was planning on doing a Chelsea news video, just talking about the news updates that happened this week. I didn't expect that this would have to be the news that I record today. But there are other news that have happened in our team this week. Chelsea have finally appointed a new technical director. There has been a lot of change in our club ever since Todd Bowley and his team bought the club and took over its running. Some of the changes have been controversial and it's like, wow, for the fans, I feel like some of us got a bit worried with all these changes going on in our team, in the backroom staff, with the coaching teams, with the medical teams, that we were just like, is this guy, Todd Bowley, really going to get rid of the whole background at Chelsea and bring his own people? Is that wise? Is it not too soon? But clearly Todd Bowley is a man with a plan. He came into this team and it was reported that when him and his ownership came in for the first few weeks, they did a deep analysis of the squad. They did a deep analysis of the backroom staff. And they found some, things that could be improved in how the club is run. I guess the previous ownership were not lackluster in the way they ran the club, but they ran the club more out of passion and less in the business sense. Whereas Todd Bowley wants to merge the two concepts, business and passion. Business in the terms of him building a multi-dimensional sporting club. As some of you may know, we are planning on buying other sister clubs that we can send our players on loan to, develop players from those clubs to eventually potentially play for our team, and so on and so forth. And with that comes a lot of responsibility that needs to be handed to the right people. And hence Todd Bowley's tireless efforts throughout this whole first few months of his tenure as our owner, going in and making relationships and trying to find the right people for exactly what he's trying to execute. So the first person in that is a technical director. Apparently it is one of many director roles that will be filled between now and the coming months. There is a bit of confusion online about what the difference between a technical director and a sporting director and all of that is. I don't think we should worry too much about that. I do think that Todd Bowley should be trusted, and he clearly has a plan, and there is a model that he's following. It's not like he's just doing all of this out of the top of his head. He is following a certain footballing business model, namely the Man City group and the Red Bull group with Red Bull Salzburg and Red Bull Leipzig. They have multi-clubs, they have sister clubs, and all the clubs actually find talent, groom them, bring them to the big teams, and sell them for expensive money after a few years. So I guess that's what we are trying to do as well. And I think we should be happy with that. That's a progressive way of thinking. It's going to take our club forward. It's going to give our academy players a bigger chance to really develop and have an opportunity to come into the team at a future stage. But going into this new technical director, Chelsea have finally found a new technical director, and he's a man from a club they are growing very fond of in recent times. Red Bull Leipzig sacked Christopher Vivel earlier this week, and Chelsea have already swooped in. So this guy was at Red Bull Leipzig, as I mentioned. Todd Bowley is going for that, sister club model that the Red Bull group has, and Christopher Vivel was one of the directors there, and he had a breakdown in the relationship with those owners, which opened up a great opportunity for us to swoop in and take him into our club. So yeah, Christopher Vivel will be our technical director. I don't know exactly what the roles entail, but I think he will be overseeing the sporting side of the football happening across all Chelsea's teams, the women's team, the academy, the under-23s, and the first team. I guess it's all about making sure that all the footballing philosophies are constant throughout all these different levels, so that when players get promoted into the higher, into the first teams and so on, they've been taught in the same principles that they will be required to play within the first team. Another guy Chelsea are set to snatch up is Joe Shields from Southampton. It's surprising because this guy was at Southampton for literally 4 months. He literally joined Southampton just a few months ago from Man City. And yeah, at Man City, he had an academy position where he was overseeing the talent at the Man City Academy. He then got a promotion with the Southampton job as part of their recruitment team for the senior team. And it's crazy how he was only there for 4 months, and now Chelsea are trying to get him to make him part of our technical team within the sporting side. So yeah, he's the new guy as well that we are planning on getting. Look, all these guys, we may not know them because mainly they do stay behind the scenes, but I think it's important to know what Todd Bowley is trying to achieve and trying to do with this team to take it forward. And it's really nice to see that he's being proactive as an owner to get these people into the club as soon as possible, so that from next summer onwards, we have a very intentional plan of how we're going to handle transfers, how we're going to handle talent that's already in our club, and how we're going to build a footballing philosophy that hopefully, brings us success in the next coming decade. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's it for the video today. Thank you for watching again. Thank you for the people who have subscribed. Let's try get over 50 subscribers so that our next target can be 100 subscribers. It really means a lot for the support that all of you guys are showing me, and I really couldn't be more thankful. It's really fun making these videos. I'm really enjoying becoming a YouTuber. So your support really means a lot. Look, I'm sorry that my mood is a bit down with this video. Man, I'm just bummed out by this Reece James news, man. But yeah, so comment down below who you guys think could fill in that position. Maybe Ruben Loftus-Cheek, as he has played there and he has been decent there. Does that mean now we have to rely on Azpilicueta again? Well, I guess we'll see. Stick around on the channel in the coming days where we will be dropping more content, obviously, because Chelsea's game against Aston Villa is coming up on Sunday. And there's another video coming up where it's more of a discussion on some of the players in our team. So please turn on the notification bell and be on the lookout for those videos. I'll check you guys on the next one. Cheers.